So let's pop back over here and look at databases. Other places you can look at for source information include online databases. A database is an electronic filing system from which a computer can quickly select and secure desired pieces of information. Your school or district might provide subscriptions to online databases, and databases can contain both information that cannot be found through search engines and resources that are particularly beneficial in research. So online databases are very valuable. So let's pop over here again, because we looked at this before, but I want to show you again just so it's hitting home. So I am on the research resources here on our library webpage for Edison, and we have our online sources here. Then underneath we have two online databases. We have ABC Clio World, which is geography. It's an online tool that provides the geographical, political, social, economic, and cultural information on many places in the world. The username is Edison Chargers and the password is Chargers. So this may help you for your English class and what we're doing now, but it certainly is going to help you for your geography and for your history and your government papers that you need to write. Then our second database that you have available to you through Huntington Beach Union is the Gale Virtual Reference Library, which is an electronic database of encyclopedias, almanacs, and specialized reference sources for multidisciplinary research. And your password's Edison. So you would click here and you'd type in the password Edison. Now when we go to the library, I'd ask you to bring your public library cards, and Miss Taylor's going to go with you how to access your online library at Huntington Beach or any of the variety of Orange County libraries, and they have phenomenal databases that you can use. And she's going to show you how to use your library and your library card number to access those databases. So make sure that you bring that when we go to the library. So let's pop back over here and look at some very common online databases that you should be familiar with. Probably you might not use them right now, but you certainly can use them in your future education. You have IBSCO, which provides online access to more than 150 databases and thousands of online magazines. You have ProQuest, that covers a wide spectrum of topics from genealogy to the latest scientific breakthroughs. So you might want that for science. Then you have your ERIC database that gives you access to more than 1.2 million bibliographic records of journal articles and other education-related materials. This is something that if one of the public libraries makes available to you, then this is something that might help you with the project that you're doing for English. This is sponsored by the U.S. Department of Education. Then you have Medline, which relates to 16 million references to journals and articles in life sciences. And then you have LexisNexis, which is a scholastic edition that gives students experience searching for virtual source materials in news, legal research, legislation, and statistics. Then we're going to finish out with blogs here. Now blogs are of limited value when you're doing research, and I think you'll understand why as we get into our discussion of them. A blog is a website that offers commentary, news, or more personal online journaling. A typical blog combines text, images, and links to other blogs, web pages, and online media related to the topic. So most blogs are interactive and primarily textual, although some focus on art, photographs, sketches, audio, and music. So here we're searching a Google blog, and this is what a person would find with Japanese internment. I was recently at a research seminar for computer using educators, and the speaker put up a blog that he subscribes to and typed in the word Syria. And of course, there's so much popping over in Syria right now that blog, just while we were sitting there in the audience, you couldn't even keep up with it. So many people around the world who were there and who were making comments were posting at the same time. It was just incredible. So blogs are of value, but you need to realize that they could also have a personal twist to them. Blogs can be useful sources of information, especially if you want to include the first-hand account of a source in your research. Blogs often reflect the personality of the author. Blogs serve as discussion communities about a particular issue. And blogs provide a regularly updated online journal of information and opinions. The last one that we're going to mention here is Technority. It's a blog search engine that organizes and ranks millions of frequently updated internet pages. You can perform a general search of your topic on Technority's homepage, but expect a long list of results. So here we go for Japanese internment. This gives you some ideas. Technority is a blog search engine that organizes and ranks millions of frequently updated internet pages. You can also use tag-based bookmarking for blog posts found on the advanced pages to create a more relevant list. So if you want to try it, go for it. Again, this is what our Japanese American search is doing. So in this lesson, we looked at a ton of stuff. Finding resources. We talked about two categories of sources. We had primary, and then we had secondary. Then we talked about Library of Congress at www.loc.gov. We looked at types of information being traditional, our print sources, and our digital sources. Then we discussed online library catalogs, what is available at our Edison library, and then Miss Taylor is going to go through the local public libraries. How to search for information. Remember, in Edison we use the Quest Destiny, and then you have the interlibrary loan that will be available to you as well if you have books at Fountain Valley or Ocean View or other schools in the district. We talked about WorldCat, which you probably will not use but should be aware of, where you can search 10 million different libraries. We talked about different search engines, domain names, search engine operators, and advanced Google searches. Then we quickly looked at online databases and again popped back over to the Edison Library to look at what we have available here. And again, bring your library card for when we meet with the librarians so that you can access the public library's databases. And then we briefly talked about blogs. A ton of stuff here, but it's information that you need to know for researching. So I'll see you in class and bring any questions that you may have.